I'm Molly Feeney. I graduated in 2019, and as a business student, I learn about money pretty much every day. My biggest piece of advice for you guys is to save as much money as you can, whether it be keeping it in a bank account or investing it in the stock market. One of the ways that I've saved money is by investing in a nice coffee maker, so that way I don't have to spend $3 and $4 every morning on a latte. Another thing you can do is buy a few really nice items that will last you for years to come, rather than having to repurchase new, cheaper items every year.
Hello, I'm Tom McGinn, a member of the High School Business Advisory Board. Always consider big purchases very carefully. One financial decision that I regretted was leasing a car. Now, don't get me wrong, it was a wonderful car and a fun car to drive, but I did not own a business or work in a job that required lots of travel, which would have allowed me to write off the lease as a business expense. When a lease expires, the dealer wants you to turn the car in and lease another one. Doing so means you will continually and always have a car payment. If you buy a reliable car and pay it off, once you pay it off, you can put those car payment dollars to work for you in personal savings or in other financial investments.
How could I possibly have done this? I financed the car for 5 years. It was a brand new car, and it was the worst car I have ever bought. So eventually, 2 years later, when the car was just so bad, stalling out and everything, I had to buy a better car, and I bought the one at the bottom behind me. But I had to literally roll up the financing from the first car into the second car. So that was a really bad financial decision on my part. Later on, as I got better and better about understanding loans, I bought a house, and I bought it at a really low rate, at least I thought so at the time. It was 4.25%. And by the time I was done, I had negotiated the loan all the way down to 2.5% and paid off the house early. So that was my success story that I'm really happy with.
I'm Taylor. I graduated from SPHS in 2014. My advice to you, start building your credit with your first credit card. I got mine when I was 19, and I was able to build my credit so that by the time I wanted to buy my first car, I got a really low interest rate on my car loan, which means that I'm saving money in the long run on that interest, and I have a really nice car. So start thinking about your credit and your long-term goals and get your credit card.